Welcome into Action News at 5:30. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Christian Brown. We begin with Tiffin police warning residents about a check washing theft ring. It targets people who mail payments to their water utility. Investigators say stolen checks are being altered and cashed for thousands of dollars more than the original amounts. Tiffin police say it starts with something as simple as dropping a check in the mail. Over the past several weeks, the department has received 11 reports of checks stolen from public mailboxes across the city, all written to pay Aqua water bills.
There's a P.O. box that these checks are being sent to. Somewhere in between there, these checks are being intercepted by someone, essentially being stolen out of the mail.
Police say the thieves are altering the checks and remotely depositing them into outside bank accounts using a mobile app.
Some sort of altercation process is happening where they are altering the names and the amount on the checks. So far, to the best of my knowledge, it has been anywhere from approximately $2,000 to just shy of $4,000 that these checks are being altered to.
11 Tiffin residents are listed as victims. Police believe the thefts occurred outside city limits, somewhere between Tiffin and the Philadelphia P.O. box where the payments were headed. Detectives now working with Pennsylvania State Police and the Attorney General's office. Police are investigating to see if the case is connected to a similar one, an operation that was already indicted.
But if your only method is, in fact, to handwrite a check and drop it in the mail and send it to Aqua, if for some reason that is your only method of payment or ability to pay your bills, it is important to keep track of your bank statements.
Tiffin police say all 11 victims have been reimbursed by their financial institutions. And we reached out to Aqua for comment. The company says it, quote, has been made aware of several reports of check washing in the Tiffin area. We have not been contacted by police investigating the crime. Now, Aqua suggests avoiding putting outgoing checks in mailboxes and to use electronic bill pay if possible. Now, if you must mail a paper check, drop it off at USP.